So here's a great picture of Dick Cheney when President Hu was in town. Oh, yeah. At some point, probably by tomorrow, we'll have these up on the website, too, so you can check it out if you haven't caught this part, if you're listening on the radio. Here's Vice President Cheney. Dead asleep.
He says he was reading his notes.
Now,
Come on.
I know you guys are going to think that I'm being arbitrary here, but I've seen the pictures, and when you compare Dick Cheney, what he looks like right now, because he does have his notes open on his lap, and Condoleezza Rice, who also was sleeping, she wasn't looking at anything. Like, I'd almost bet that Dick Cheney was glancing down. Condoleezza Rice, definitely asleep, but
Well,
I would argue that maybe he's not asleep.
Well, I would say that the evidence, I agree with you, Jill, the evidence is stronger that Condoleezza Rice was dozing off than Dick Cheney was dozing off.
Well, to be fair to them, the dude's speaking Chinese.
He's speaking Chinese, and I got to be honest, I don't know. I mean, I hope nobody thinks any of this is seriously. I don't care at all. I mean,
oh no, he's hard at work. He's got to plan the invasion of Iran. The guy who's a hard worker. Sometimes some guy is speaking Chinese in the room. You doze off for a while. This is what happens.
If you look close, though, like he's got that mouth thing that happens when you fall asleep, where it starts to pout out. Like
no, he's sleeping.
You lose all sense of gravity on your face.
But look, the thing about Dick, it's not. The funny thing is, if George Bush were sleeping, because George Bush gets like 11 hours of sleep a night. Right. I mean, the guy's in bed at 9. The guy's in bed before CSI. Dick Cheney, look, Dick Cheney can't sleep more than 4 or 5 hours a night because at, midnight Eastern time, the Iranians, Ahmadinejad, he's building the bomb that they're going to detonate in New York and kill your kids. Dick Cheney doesn't have time to sleep.
And one might argue that Rumsfeld is asleep standing up behind Cheney. Look, he's just kind of hoisting himself up.
Look, merely because you have an important, who in this room has not fallen asleep in a meeting?
In a meeting? I've never fallen asleep in a meeting.
I've fallen asleep in a meeting.
I have not fallen asleep in a meeting.
I got a great story about that. First of all, Jesus raising his hand like he has.
Jesus is Mexican. He falls asleep all the time.
Mother effer, I came in here the other day. You're dozing off on your siesta. But that wasn't a meeting, to be fair to Jesus, and he wasn't really dozing.
Everybody falls asleep. Merely the fact that you have an important job doesn't like these. I watched The West Wing. These people work hard.
All right, 2 things. Number 1, trig class. Miss Bennett used to have me sit in the front. It was just to torture me, because the whole time I'm like,
right, I know you're doing the head bob.
Right, because man, trigonometry was boring. I'd rather listen to somebody speaking Chinese.
Even tangents? You didn't even go for tangents?
Oh God!
I mean, sure, sine and cosine are boring, but tangents are cool.
Once I'm in a job. Ahmadinejad, it sounded like, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. No, I thought you were saying Ahmadinejad.
No, I'm at a job.
Like, how did you work this into a Iran story?
Man, you are a Sunni.
I was freshman year going to Penn. I get out, so I think, I want to go to business school. I want to transfer to business school inside Penn, and so I should get some business experience. I go get a job with a Turkish company. It's a large multinational corporation in New York. Man, it was a miserable summer. It rained every single day. It didn't seem like it was possible, but every day. And then you take the commute, and I thought, oh my God, if this is what it's like to work for a living, I don't want to do it. And then I get in there, I was so tired, I was so sleepy. Some guy's explaining how I do something. And I put my head on my fist as you do.
Sure.
And I'm leaning. Right, yeah, I'm like, oh, that's very interesting.
You're done.
I'm done, right? And then I wake up, and the guy above me, like there's a guy standing above me looking down at me. I wake up, and it is the owner of the multinational corporation. He'd come in from Turkey that day to check in on what was happening. And this is one of the richest guys in Turkey, and I wake up, and it's his face looking over me going, I was like,
and that's why you're a talk show host.
That's right, exactly right.